For those of you that don't know, some programmers over at Steinberg that makes Cubase left Cubase and started Studio One. This of course is awesome because Cubase is an amazing platform, but I'm starting to see little bits of Cubase starting to sneak in Studio One. If this is your first time here, I'm Andrew Barth, producing In the Box, where I teach you how to make incredible sounding music without analog gear, and I think you're better off without it. So let's jump on into Studio One and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I have a track that sounds like this.
You've been feeling lonely, but you don't ever call me. It's pathetic.
And if you are a Studio One user, you can get this exact vocal preset for free. You can just scroll down right now and click the top link in the description, and it'll be automatically sent to your email. It uses the stock plugins inside of Studio One, and they are fantastic. So no need for third-party plugins. You can just have this preset for free. So with the new update of Studio One 6, there's this brand new feature where if I come down here, there's this little folder looking icon here, and it's called the channel editor. When I click this, it looks strikingly familiar to the channel editor inside of Cubase. But there's some really cool features about this channel editor. So we can kind of come through here and we can select our different plugins that we have on here, but we can also come here to the main channel editor, see everything all at once. We can flip the phases here, we can see our inputs, our main out, we can have record and mute and solo, and even our monitor options here, our panning options here, but it even gets better than that. We have our sends, our Q mix, and most importantly here is our inserts, which I think you're going to use this the most. So if I'm in here and I just kind of click over here and click expand, I can actually mess around with the EQ all inside of here. Let's say I want to do that with the compressor as well. So now I can play around with the compressor and the EQ all right here. It is so stinking handy. Now, it works really well with stock plugins, but you can also use third-party plugins for this as well and kind of create your own plugins inside of the channel editor. So here I just have a kilohertz compressor. Really simple, really like that compressor. But if I was to come down here and click expand, now I have attack, release, mode, ratio, and threshold all right here. And I can adjust all of these by using the sliders. This is a third-party plugin. This is not a stock Studio One plugin, but I'm still able to control all of this right inside of the channel editor. This is so handy. It's going to increase my workflow substantially, and I think it makes just a lot of sense. Now, what if I load up a third-party plugin and it doesn't have the exact things I'm looking for? Like, for example, I don't really want the bypass on and off there because I have it here. There's no point in having the bypass of this plugin on a slider here when I can just have it here, when I can just turn the plugin off. Well, you can right click on that specific plugin and click set up micro edit parameters. Once we click that, we can go through everything inside of this plugin and just select something, and we can just add it right to our little parameters edit section. And then of course, if we want to remove that, like that bypass, I don't need that there. Now it's gone. And now I have my mid-side mode on here. And then all of these other parameters that I want to mess around with, I can, and I can completely customize it. Studio One 6 is awesome, and there are a ton of brand new features inside of this software. But if you want to know what my personal favorite updates to Studio One 6 is, you're going to want to click this video right here. In that video, I show you what my favorite feature inside of Studio One 6 is and how you can use it on your next mix to get a really tight, in-your-face low end. So click that video, and I'll see you over there. Now, as always, go create.